What's up, people? Elanip here, and welcome to my top 15 WWE moments slash matches. And this is not just me going through the history and going, oh yeah, that was really cool. This is actually what I've seen. So that means I actually watched it when it happened. This is not me going back and watching it. This is I saw it happening in the date and the time and whenever it was broadcasted. So it's 15 things, in my opinion, that I thought were really cool, or I felt like this was amazing. So obviously, any kind of comments, if you want to criticize, anything is welcome. Make your own list. Anything like that. If you want to come and if you're watching and you want to join in it as well, it'd be great. In the matches that I'm going to show you, there's going to be 15 matches. Well, actually, there's going to be 14 because one will be like 2. But anyway, we'll get to that when it comes to it. In the matches, I'll try to get the people that were kind of in the matches. If I can't, I'll make something different up. So number 15, here we go. Number 15 was Triple H returns after Batista beats Edge. He defends basically, and he comes and destroys Batista. Now, at the time, Batista was one of my favorite wrestlers. I really did enjoy watching him. I thought he was like a Brock Lesnar kind of. He was really big, but he was really energetic. He was really quick, and he was a complete powerhouse. And Batista was just absolutely amazing. I'm really sad that he left. But basically, the reason I kind of had this at number 15 kind of starting point is because Triple H is probably one of my favourite heels in the WWE of all time. To people who don't know what a heel means, it's basically quote unquote kind of bad guy, the evil guy. And I never seen him do all the things he done. For example, turning on Evolution, turning on Ric Flair, turning on HBK, Randy Orton. All these were just amazing because you don't see him happening. He plays it so freaking well. I really do enjoy watching him. And here, it was a great match by Edge and Batista. Great match. Back I liked Edge back in the day because he was still with like Lita, I think her name was. She was pretty hot. So he was still with her, and Ric Flair was there as well. If you want to watch it. If you want to watch on YouTube what happened, basically, this is the video. If you want to watch it, type in on YouTube, Triple H destroys Batista, and it should be like the first one. But Triple H was, Ric Flair was at the ringside, and, Batista won, and they both are celebrating, and next minute, Triple H's music hits, you see Batista's like, okay, son of a bitch kind of thing, what are you going to do? And then, Ric Flair, right, the thing that made it even more, oh my god, this is amazing, was Ric Flair turn on Batista. Ric Flair low-blowed Batista. I thought it was genius, because I always thought, Triple H and Ric Flair were, best friends and stuff like that, and it's kind of weird that Ric Flair was really good friends with Batista and Triple H, but, because they were in Evolution. So, I was kind of like, what's gonna happen here? It's kind of weird. Who's gonna go with? And of course he goes with his homeboy Triple H, and it was just really great. You don't see things like these happen nowadays in WWE. You don't see great kind of build-ups to a match like that anymore. What happened was basically Triple H came out, completely destroyed Batista. I gotta point out, probably one of the most funniest things I've seen in WWE history was when Triple H took off an invisible shirt. It looks so funny. He basically thinks he has he had a shirt on at the start. He rips it off, and then he's beating up Batista, and he thinks he still has the shirt on when he's taking it off. And he does the motion kind of with the hands to take the shirt off, and it is the funniest thing ever. It's so weird. It looks so weird, and he just looks so legit. He looks so, he didn't even think about it. I thought it was real funny when I watched it happen. I was like, what's he doing? But it's like, oh, there goes the invisible shirt again. But I mean, it was really great because what happened was it made a new amazing rivalry. I can't even pronounce it. That was just gonna bound to happen, and it was a great build up to a Hell in a Cell, Batista versus Triple H. I was pumped after I watched that match. I was pumped. I was like, oh, I can't get enough. I want to see what happens next week when Batista's going to come out and be like, you know, not going to be all defenseless. You know, I want to see what he says. And I was really, really, really pumped for this match because Triple H is one of my favourite heels, and Batista was absolutely on fire back then. He was really, really good. And I thought, both of them are kind of big powerhouses. Both of them are really big, you know, both of them aren't exactly small. But Batista is an animal, so I would have to go with Batista. And, you know, what happened at the match happened at the match. And I was just really excited. I don't know if anybody else felt like that, but I was excited. Now, just to clear something up in this series, I might say some things that are wrong, or, you know, that I've missed, that information might be wrong, what I've researched, you know, so don't rage at me or scream at me if I get the information wrong. You know, just put it in the comments, tell me, maybe make a list of your own, and you know, every week I'm gonna be uploading. This is, by the way, an I Quit match. I was playing with Edge. I only played maybe 4 matches in this series, and then the rest are simmed, which is kind of cool because you can see the computer which one he actually thought would be better. So I have 15 things that I thought were really, really cool, and it'd be really, really interesting to see what you thought were 15 best kind of moments or matches in your opinion. But remember, the rules are, if you will do this with me, is that you can't go back into history. For example, you can't go back when Hulk Hogan, you know, was fighting, oh, I took the ref out there, was fighting, you know, Andre the Giant, unless you were born then and you watched that match, okay? So that's the only rules I'm going with, to make it a bit more, you know, because otherwise all of them would be stone cold, you know, all of them would be like D-Generation X. But anyway, you know, I guess that's the start of the series. I hope you guys will enjoy it with me, and if you have any maybe tips or maybe something you want me to do to kind of improve the series, maybe talk more about the backstory of the match, or maybe talk more about the match, or what I thought, anything like that, guys, is going to be helpful to make this more interesting for myself and for you to watch. But that's everything. That's number 15. I thought it was a really, really good build up for a rivalry. It was excellent. Triple H returned. Nobody expected it. Everyone was like, WTF. Well, that was personally me. You know, I don't really follow WWE that much that I read everything that was going on. Maybe there was some kind of leak that he was already returning. But, you know, I was really surprised, and what happened that night was pretty cool. But that's everything, guys. So I hope you enjoyed this first episode, and I'm going to be bringing them out every week. So I'm going to be maybe bring them out a day or 2 earlier on my channel. So if you want to watch them a bit earlier, make sure you come check out my channel. And thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.